Hello everybody,
Hello.
welcome to another edition of the Nerdaholics. I'm Sean.
I'm Jack, hello.
Hey, you actually remembered your own name this time. Well done, sir, well done. To all our new subscribers or new viewers, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome aboard. Here at the Nerdaholics we basically just do what it says on the tin really, which is drink copious amounts of beer and talk nerdy shit.
Yeah.
Until the cows come home. Whee!
That's what we do.
And for our returning subscribers or returning viewers or just people in general, thanks for coming back. You're still here. That's a very commendable accolade to have.
Yes.
So today we are about 2 hours off from just seeing Deadpool 2.
Yeah. As in we've just seen it.
We actually went to the cinema and watched a film.
I know. It's kind of, this is rare for us. We actually went and did something we said we were going to do.
Yeah. Because we're about to discuss today Deadpool 2.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly. Which is the movie that we saw again. Probably.
Ages ago.
We're getting better. Like I remember, like
we're getting closer.
We're getting closer. We're catching up with the general sort of YouTube world when it comes to actually keeping your finger on the pulse. Yeah. Somewhere.
Give it time. We might actually watch a movie. On the same weekend it comes out.
And we might actually do a review of it then. But until that happens, that's a big step.
It'll be Star Wars. No, it won't be Star Wars. No, not anymore. No.
Kathleen Kennedy. Fuck you.
The camera on. We did try to decide. It's like, should we make this about something?
As usual.
Yeah, we went and saw Deadpool 2.
Yeah,
so we thought the point. Yeah. But then it's like, nah.
But we will talk about it a little bit in terms of just the sheer brilliance that was Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really, really good.
Yeah, it was. And I think in terms of comparing it to the first movie, I would say, like we were talking about movies we were coming back here, for me it's as good, if not a little bit better, because they hit all the right notes. Obviously they've got all the comedy in there, the fight scenes are good, the characterization's good, but there's a little bit in there, there's a real sense of emotion in there as well. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you forget about the whole silliness of it for a minute, and there's a scene near the end. This will be a spoiler-free thing.
First of all, no.
Although it is about 3 weeks later.
As of now, we're going straight to spoilers.
Alright, cool.
If you haven't watched the movie at this point, go and watch and then come back to the video.
Skip until that number there. I'll put a number in and shit. Yeah.
Good going.
I'll put a number in, and I will shit at the same time. And
he will. He'll do this on his iPad while he's on the toilet.
Yeah, I'll do it. It's just that's why we're awesome.
Now you know.
Insider information. All right.
I have to.
Well, you could.
Well, no, I have to shit while I have to focus on having a shit. Otherwise, I just can't do it properly.
You have to channel the zen.
Yeah.
And make sure the bowels are functioning correctly.
And they're basically doing feng shui on the toilet.
Yeah.
Harness my chi.
Harness your shitty. Hey! We're full of them tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
We've had
full of shit. Oh, I'm on a fucking roll now.
It's so bad.
It's because do you know what it is? It's because it's like since becoming a father, I've inherited like bad dad jokes just inherently. Yeah. Like it's just part of my genetic makeup now.
It's all written into every man that they will tell bad dad jokes as soon as they've had a child. Yeah. You just don't know what they are until your DNA unlocks them for your brain. Yeah.
It's like gaining an achievement on like PS4 or Xbone. And I think I've unlocked bad dad joke achievement, which is like a hidden achievement, probably platinum.
No, you don't get to platinum it yet. You get to platinum it on her 18th birthday in front of all of her friends.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's when you That's when you platinum it.
Well, I'm going to try and keep a copy of this and then show it to her when she is that old, and then she can go, "How fucking cool is my dad?" And in my warped brain, or more like, "How fucking retarded is my dad?" Which is probably the case.
It's like,
which is the case. No drinking. Until you're 18.
Never drink till you're 18. We're like, what, 9?
So, anyway, your thoughts on Deadpool 2?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very good. It's kind of like, with the first Deadpool movie, I thought it was going to be good. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was.
No, and I don't think a lot of people
did. And
it
really caught me by surprise in a really good way.
Yeah.
I love it when movies do that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, Ryan Reynolds is the master of shit talking. He will just he will ad-lib just shit, and it's just but he in the way he does it, it's kind of like,
it's almost as if like he is the human embodiment of Deadpool, not just as in like, oh, he was made to play it, but it's like it's almost like he is really Deadpool.
Deadpool was reincarnated into Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, some sort of like weird like dimensional transference, and he actually embodied Deadpool when he was fucking born.
I now have expectations, and all those expectations were met. So this movie had a bigger hill to climb. Yeah. But did it?
Yeah.
So that's probably the best way I can describe this. It's kind of like, didn't expect much from the first one. Very happily and pleasantly surprised. Really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. Was expecting a lot from this movie. This movie hit it.
Oh, it smashed it.
And did a very good job of it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, because we're doing full spoilers, we've got like...
From what we can remember from all of 2 hours ago. Yeah. It's just a little bit hazy.
While this is not like a big spoiler, it is the after credits spoiler. This bit was hilarious.
Oh, God.
Deadpool gets hold of... Cable's time travelling wristwatch, whatever he's got, does. And basically goes. He saves his girlfriend from dying. Not too much of a spoiler because she dies in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh, they did a Wolverine. Well, they said at the beginning, I'm going to do a fucking Logan and kill myself, and it ended up being her instead. Yeah. And
then it's like. Then he goes through time. He saves up people from the team in the movie. He doesn't want to die. He kills the X-Men Origins version of Deadpool.
Oh, that was amazing.
And then
I think everyone in the world wanted to see that happen.
Yeah.
I'm wondering though, do you think that was refilmed, or was that stock footage?
Oh no, that's the footage from the movie. Yeah. But then it's just the bit with Deadpool like shooting.
Actually shooting like that version.
Shooting on the floor. It's like, yeah. Don't scratch me. Yep. But yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was priceless, man. And also it's kind of a good storyline thing with the way that he went back, and not only did he save her, but he went back and saved Pete from the X-Force. Yeah. And it's like, okay, so the only thing I'm thinking of is obviously they were assuming that everyone's going to stay and watch the mid-credit scenes. Yeah. Because if you go in and then watch the next one and everyone's still alive, you're going to think, hang on, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, it's going to be a bit weird.
Was that deliberate? Maybe they'll do that in the actual film itself. Who knows? But that's like a minor.
That's the thing for Deadpool 3.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I think that's the biggest thing, is that all we've got really for this is nitpicks.
Yeah, I mean, and there's like, I can't really. That's really the only one I can think of. Like, it had everything you want out of a Deadpool movie. Yeah. It had comedy. It had good action. It had, and it, like I said, it did actually have like emotion where it was needed. Obviously, you're not going in there expecting fucking, some sort of Francis Ford Coppola kind of style drama, but
this is not designed to win any like Academy Awards. No. Even though Deadpool does ask for one.
And he should rightfully get one for that performance alone. But I mean, as in, like, you still need to believe that this guy, while he does all his quipping and
you have to believe he's Deadpool.
You have to believe he's Deadpool, and he is a human being. So and you have to get a reason to get behind him. Otherwise, he is really just an annoying dick. Yeah, which is fine. But they managed to carry that kind of, you're rooting for him not just because he's cool and quippy, but because he actually has a human side to him. Which is good.
He's got, and this movie had a very strong theme of family.
Oh yeah,
and that's like the big theme of this movie. Yeah, and it's kind of like, okay.
Ironically, considering the nature of the film, but they actually go on and explain that in its own right anyway.
Yeah. But the thing is, if I'm going to be very honest, they did it better than Guardians of the Galaxy 2 did.
What, in terms of family?
Yeah, because Guardians of the Galaxy 2, the main theme of that movie is family.
Yeah.
And the whole point is, it's like, family is not just like your blood relatives, it's the people around you that you really care.
I just clocked on. That's obviously that's what they were taking the piss out of then.
Well, no, I don't think they're taking the piss out.
Well, not taking the piss out, but they were referencing.
They reference so much stuff in.
Oh yeah, I only just thought that now.
But the thing is, it's kind of like, as like a main theme though.
Yeah.
In Guardians of the Galaxy 2, sort of Volume 2.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they kind of like deliberately every now and again be like, it's like, oh my god, it's like, okay, well, I thought you were over this. It's like, he's not. It's like, I'm not over this because he's my dad. It's like, yeah, but he's not your only family, and Gamora walks off or whatever.
Oh, I see. As in the relationship between Star-Lord and Ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how he relates to everyone else in the Guardians group. And, you know, Peter Quill, Ego the Living Planet, and Yondu. And it's kind of like, you know, what's the line?
Oh no, he goes like, you may have been your father, but I'm your daddy. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And it's kind of like that. They basically, they're being really quite blunt with it. It's like, no, this is about family. It's about family. Not in the way Carrie Fisher was saying it's about family for Last Jedi. God rest her soul. Because, you know, that was basically them lying to her. So she told the wrong
blatantly.
So she said the wrong thing to people that the movie's about family. Or she was just trying to be nice and trying to save face for the whole thing. Either way.
Well, there was family. There was a family element in there, but it was a family of. It was basically
a family of lies.
It was just bollocks. It was like, oh, there happen to be people. There are people in there that happen to be related to each other, but there's no fucking sense of family whatsoever in that film.
No. But yeah, Deadpool 2 was very good. I enjoyed it a lot. I know. We're saying we're doing spoilers and stuff now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like. There's a few moments where it's a bit like. I'm kind of like I can see what they're trying to go for, but I don't think it works.
Such as
you got Russell, the little fat New Zealand kid.
Oh yeah.
I apologise for body shaming, but I have no other way to describe him that will make it fit. Anyway, he's the
larger than life, shall we say?
He's not the little kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like the 14-year-old boy who's like, you know, it's like who apparently will go evil in the future because he gets a taste for killing while he's 14.
Yeah, and they introduce the whole that's the kind of they do the whole wibbly wobbly timey wimey thing with Cable because he's like he will turn into this. This is why I'm after him because he's going to turn around and start killing people and he killed my fucking family.
Yeah,
and you see that and it's kind of like, oh, okay, so you then start to see why Cable's motivations. You kind of think, oh, actually, no wonder he's after him because it's like, you know, if you kill, it goes back to the whole bootstrap paradox thing, doesn't it? Of if you kill like Hitler's grandfather, you then stop Hitler from existing, blah blah blah, blah etc.
Yeah. But here's my problem with this, right?
What is your problem with that?
Okay. How old is Cable? Just from a guess. We're not being official for timeline purposes.
What do you mean? Do you mean Cable as in just the character in general, or Josh Brolin?
Just in the movie. In this movie, the character Cable, how old is he?
If I don't know how old Josh Brolin is, but I'm assuming he's in his 40s.
Right.
He must be at least 40, 45, something like that. Okay. No offence, Josh Brolin, if you're actually 21, but if you are 21, then dude, you need to start changing some stuff in your lifestyle.
Yeah. and if you're older, then damn you.
Yeah, exactly. Well done, Thanos.
Yeah. But then say, okay, so let's say for argument's sake he's 45, right?
Yeah.
Because that was what you kind of guessed, just based on what you look like, right? Okay.
Average, yeah.
So, that kid is 14 years old.
Yeah.
So unless Cable was born right that day, which he wouldn't have been,
I think I'm there. Hang on, wait.
That would put...
if he was born the day that the kid...
That this movie was happening.
Right, okay, got it. Yeah, I'm with you now.
That would put Russell, the future bad guy who's going to ruin his life, at 59? Nearly 60?
Was it?
Yeah. Well, that's...
Oh yeah, because he's 14, so then but then you've got to think... Cable might not necessarily have been the age he is now when he first tried to go back and get him. He might have been in his like 20s or something.
He only has enough energy for 2 trips, one back, one forward, and it's like he was talking to modern.
No, that's true actually. That's a good point.
So basically, how old is Russell for this to make sense, or how young is Cable for this to make sense?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like it. Okay, this is a bit of a. It's not like a nitpick. It is.
But it is, and guaranteed.
And it's like
you saw it here first, everybody. He did the ding first. So if Cinema Sins does this, then
I got the first Cinema Sins, Jeremy.
Nerdaholics done it first. But
you've got far more followers than we do.
You will all see it first on Cinema Sins. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, bastards. No, we like them really.
No, we love them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, I know, but I suppose it's one of those ones you could say that. Well, no, because you saw a brief glimpse of future Russell, and he wasn't exactly young, was he?
No, but he's clearly not 60.
No, he's not.
And that's
maybe he has decelerated there, but then that's a supposition I'm just giving like a
Yeah.
a guess about how the ages could match up. Because he's a mutant, maybe he doesn't age as quickly.
But here's the thing: if you have to write the story,
then that's a mistake.
Then it's not a good film.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Of course.
Okay, at least for that one issue. Oh, Deadpool, you're my best friend when they're in the prison together. But then it's like,
well, no, actually,
and Deadpool,
I agree with that.
And Deadpool was like, "Kid, leave me alone.
Yeah,
I'm dying of cancer. I'll be dead relatively soon because the only thing keeping me alive really was the superpowers.
Yeah.
So
and Vanessa.
Yeah. So bye-bye. So leave me alone, kid. Leave me alone.
That's actually I kind of get that because it's like he sees Vanessa in him, but they're like, okay, I can understand if he was like related to her, but he has nothing to do with her whatsoever.
No, nothing to do with whatsoever.
And it's like, oh, but he's a kid and he's innocent. Go and help him. Yeah. It's like, oh no, that kind of she lives on through him. Well,
yeah. He's doing it because he wants to win Vanessa's love, even though she's dead.
Because that could have been the kid that they never had or whatever. Yeah.
And the thing is, it's kind of like he shows no love and affection to that kid until he has the vision from Vanessa to be nice to the kid, which okay for Deadpool is fine. That makes sense. So why is this kid so hurt and betrayed by this person who basically at every point said, "Leave me alone," or "Fuck off," or "Don't touch me," "Don't talk to me," "Leave me alone," until until like
maybe it was again we're just assuming here, but maybe it's because obviously this kid goes. You learn that he was actually he went to this sort of weird boarding school for mutants, and he ended up being tortured by the headmaster, and all sorts of horrible shit was done to him. So I'm just going by the case of no one's actually stood up for him and protected him before. Therefore, he immediately gives all of his affection to that person, which happened to be Deadpool. Yeah, maybe.
It's
maybe.
Well, here's the thing: it's a tenuous link, but but that's the best we've got, and it's like what. This kid would not. I don't know about you or anything, but I can't imagine this kid would be that attached to him. It's like you met him okay, let's be generous. Let's say 3 days for them to get processed and put into the prison, right?
Yeah.
So let's call it a week.
Yeah.
You've known you kid have known Deadpool for a week. And that's
no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And that's being generous. It's kind of like you wouldn't have been together for that entire whole week.
I suppose I'm just playing devil's advocate, but I can totally see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because the scene where we're introduced to him, where he's broken out of this place and he's using his powers, and he's like, all I've ever wanted to do is be a superhero, and then Deadpool and the X-Men, trainee X-Men that he is, he kind of sort of tries to take him under his wing, and I think by the fact that he actually kills one of the guys who's torturing him, he sees that as like, man, you're fucking awesome. You just killed one of my torturers. You're my hero now. And I suppose, I don't know, maybe at that age you're more impressionable. Therefore, you're going to see someone like any kind of prisoner or torturer or just horrible person get their comeuppance. You're going to be like, man, that person, I want to be like them. I want them to be my best friend. Because he has no one else, literally. You don't know about his mum and dad, you don't know about his family, obviously he has none because he's in that place.
He's in that boarding school, yeah.
Yeah. But that again was an assumption that we have to make.
Yeah.
And a gap that we fill in.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. It's like, it's not the end of the world. Again, this is not a deal breaker.
No, it's just, finding... We're trying to be obviously fair about it because we both fucking love the film. Don't get us wrong, we really enjoyed this movie.
Film.
So it's you can't just sort of fucking wank it off the whole time and be like, this is amazing. You have as we try and do is just find a balance.
The thing is, you got to be fair. It's like talk about the stuff you like, then talk about the stuff you didn't like. And it's like as long as you do that, as long as you're honest about it as you go through, it's like, this is stuff I liked and this is stuff I didn't like. It doesn't matter what it is or what the actual balance is, as long as you're being honest with it, it's fine. And
the only one moment where I was like, okay, you're going on about, and maybe this was intentional on the movie makers, you're labouring this a little bit, was the where he supposedly died at the end and he was doing his speech and all the rest of it. And then you think he's dead. Oh, and then he comes back and does a bit more. And then you think he's dead. Oh, and he says a bit more. But I suppose even Cable's face was a bit like, but then I suppose that was intentional, but it was still a bit kind of like, okay, alright, we get it.
Having come back once.
It's funny once, it's kind of funny twice, you do it 3 times, you're like, okay, just fucking carry on. Yeah, exactly. But then
No, it wasn't. It's a very subjective thing to talk about when it comes to like reviews or movies.
Of course it is, yeah.
Because everyone's got a different sense of humour.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: if you like the first Deadpool movie, you'll like this. It's like that's.
There's no way you won't like this movie if you like Deadpool, the first one. There is there's more of it's like it sounds like a criticism, but it is more of the same, but just ramped up.
Yeah.
That's basically what my, if I had to write a review of this in one line, it would be more of the same turned up to 11.
Yeah.
That's how I would sum up the movie.
Yeah. It's like they had a bigger budget, so they could do a bit more, and it's like, you know what, it paid off. This movie was good, and
yeah, and I look forward to the next one, whenever that may be. Hopefully, not too long away.
And there's a couple of little jokes that I did notice that were quite nice. It's kind of like in the end of towards the end of Deadpool, the first movie.
Yeah.
He's talking to Blind Al and Weasel.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, if I don't come back, there I have stashed in here drugs, money, and cocaine, and the cure for your blindness.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then in this movie, at the very towards the beginning, when he goes back into the Blind Al's flat, opens the floorboard. Oh, drugs, money, and a cure for Al's blindness.
Yeah. And he still doesn't tell her about it. It's just like nope. Nope. But then he fucking like basically bathes himself in the cocaine after he's been like beat the shit out of, and then he's suddenly like, the power of drugs, people.
Oh, Deadpool on drugs is amazing.
Oh yeah, like he needs to be on any as it is.
No, he doesn't need to be on them. It's just like,
That was a rousing success, I think.
Yeah, Deadpool 2.
That's the right terminology. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say, much credit for the Bond style opening.
Oh, those opening credits were fucking brilliant. And once again, they didn't let us down, because I remember I haven't watched any like full on reviews. Just like, preview sort of things, little clips here and there. And just like the first one, it's like, you need to make sure, well, obviously you're going to see the opening credits, because that's the beginning of the fucking film.
Yeah.
But they were like, all we'll say is the credits, and that's
keep
like
reading.
one of the best, yeah. And it was, once again, they fucking nailed it.
Yeah. It's kind of like, pay attention when they appear and just read and enjoy.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So yeah, I would say 2 big thumbs up. Right up Deadpool's ass.
2 thumbs, maybe a fist as well.
Hey, so if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, bell thing over there somewhere. And we will see you next time.